Reuters.
Senator Hillary Clinton on her victory night in Ohio. The music blares, the confetti falls, with signs waving all around her. Best-selling author Deborah Tannen, who has made a living analyzing how people talk, calls it the Hillary factor.
She's Hillary, everybody else is Senator this or Governor that. Now, it's true that her campaign does refer to her as Hillary, but part of that is because it's going to happen anyway, so you might as well adopt it. But it's this double bind. It makes her likable, makes people feel closer to her, but it makes them see her less as a commander-in-chief.
Tannen, a Georgetown University linguistics professor whose best-selling books include You Just Don't Understand, says the Hillary factor is not just about Senator Clinton.
Any woman in a position of authority or leadership has to choose. If she's a good woman, then she's not a good leader. If she's a good leader, she's not a good woman. And it's not that people look at her and say, you know, you're a pretty good leader, but you're not, you don't think of it that way. You just don't like her.
This is not lost on the candidate. When a supporter recently asked her how to help her win undecided voters, Clinton said,
just knock on the door and say, you know, she's really nice. Or you could say it another way, she's not as bad as you think.
Tannen says that when a female politician shows a softer side, whether it's Clinton at a New Hampshire coffee shop where her eyes teared up, or thanking Senator Barack Obama at the February YouTube debate, they do so at their own peril.
No matter what happens in this contest, and I am honored to be here with Barack Obama. I am absolutely honored.
Most of the women that I talked to reacted as I did. This was very gracious. It was so universally in the press interpreted as she's surrendering. She's waving the white flag. To say that I'm honored to be here with him means he's higher than me and I'm lower than he is.
Tannen says this is part of the reason Clinton cannot say it was a mistake when she voted to authorize the Iraq War.
I think for her to apologize would be far more face-threatening and risky than for a man to, because he starts with the assumption that he's strong.
It was more than 20 years ago when Congresswoman Pat Schroeder launched a presidential bid that ended in tears.
I could not figure out how to run and not be separated from those I serve. There must be a way, but I haven't figured it out yet.
Tannen says the Clinton run shows Americans are still trying to figure things out.
She is really the first woman who has been a viable candidate. I think that's something that's going to leave its impression on young women, regardless of whether she wins or loses. And she's making it easier for the next woman who comes around, and that's part of being a pioneer.
On Tuesday, voters go to the polls in Pennsylvania, where Clinton has a lead, although she trails Obama nationally in both the number of delegates won and the popular vote. Deborah Luterbeck, Reuters.